Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and this is the first tactical mission in the This is the Police 2. It's so hard to say. You have to say in this game, this is the police, for fuck's sake. Anyway, this is the first tactical mission, the armed robbery in the Sycamore Post Office. Okay, first of all, you can read it if you like, just pause the video. I don't want to stop here. My cat wants to participate, fucker. Go ahead and read it. We're gonna get all the additional information. Perfect. What is all this? Some kind of a meme. What the fuck? I never read that. That's cool. So the first two guys give you useful information. The girl, not so much. Well, anyway, whatever. So, here's our character cast. What we have for this mission. Let's figure out what we're able to use. Speed 3. So let's take the athlete. Negotiation 3. We have the baton, but freeze body is just too good to pass on. Strength, intelligence. I don't remember if there's anything to lockpick, but we can take that. Sentries, okay, that sounds good. With you, we could go with... Okay, let's diversify. I'm not gonna play it the way I would play it. I'm gonna make it a little bit more interesting. We'll take the awareness, just to see how a couple of those skills are in action. Let's take the interrogation. With you, so you have strength and shooting. We don't need Atlas. Sentry's okay. Well, actually, let's not take Sentry on everyone. Sentry on him will be great. We'll be able to demonstrate how it works. With you, we'll take the shooter. So it'll be one of the shooters then. Shooter, interception, lucky shot is fine. Yeah, I like that shit. With Birch. Okay, so we already have awareness. No, we don't have awareness on you. Let's remove awareness and have negotiation. And have, let's say chameleon. Just to see how these things work in action. Make for, if you've never seen anything about this game, you would be able to, at least, you know, see how it works. I wonder if they work together. I never tried it like this. Interrogation. Well, let's take a burglar as well. What about you? Freeze is good, interrogation is good, patience is okay. Okay, good. With you, aimed shot, shooter. I like your shot. With you, who's the other shot? I don't have any others. You. Right. Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, that can work. Cool. Okay, so in this mission we have 6 suspects. We don't have any special win conditions. All we need to do is just neutralize them. Let's go ahead and get to it. We also have our sniper, Duval, which we can ask to help. In this game you have to hit the space bar to show this menu, which is a little bit awkward, but then again, if it was like this, it would be really obnoxious. It's like playing Jagged Alliance 1 today, in fucking 2018. That would be bizarre. Okay. So how far away have we seen here from this position? I just want to count the squares, to be honest. Oh, with the fucking vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 squares away. Cool. 580. I need someone who doesn't see far away to be able to estimate the distance. Uh-huh. You don't see him from here, huh? Interesting. Unfortunately, this level is very fresh in my memory, so it's not gonna take a lot of time at all. But whatever, it's cool. Tactical missions in this game are extremely fun. They kind of remind the XCOM, but the task is slightly different. In XCOM, you want to... you have objectives that you pursue. In this game, you don't so much have the objectives as much you have the, you know, the classical kill them all or apprehend them all, that just in a very, let's say, timid pace, I guess is the way to call it. You don't have any time attack or, you know, there's no benefit to rushing. So a lot of the times you can just wait the enemies to come to you in compromising positions and just win off of that, which is honestly quite bizarre. But there are a couple of missions where you have to rush. The missions where the firefight has started, or missions where you have to defuse the bomb. Like, those are kind of a pain in the ass. Every suspect is armed. In this case, they're all armed with basically revolvers. Most enemies in the game are armed with the same weaponry as you guys are armed, which is kind of weird now that I think about it, but whatever, it's not a big deal. What can I use? That's interesting. Nothing. Let's sit here and wait for the enemy to come. When you're sitting in a cover like this, the only way for enemy to see you is to look directly at you from at least this line, right? So even if the enemy is looking directly at you from here, he won't see you. So it works kind of like the cover works in XCOM. Like, it's straight lines, you know? But in this case, it's important for the sake of not being visible by the enemy. How many squares was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. They see within 5 squares or so. If it's closer, if it's further away, they won't be able to see you. Now, there's a really cool thing you can do with your sniper. I can show it to you. So, sniper can kill a target, right? He executes a target, or he can scout a room for you for 1 turn. He can scout a room for 1 turn, which is super, super useful. It's actually much more useful than killing. That's most of the times I used my sniper most of the times I asked Duval to help was when I asked him to scout a room, which I found a lot more valuable than killing the suspects, because, I mean, I'm trying to apprehend them, which is, you know, the way they reward you with the currency in the game. They reward you for apprehending them much more than they reward you for killing them. So there's virtually no benefit to killing the suspects. I mean, sometimes you would say, oh yeah, I'm just gonna kill this guy because he's in my way, you know, because I don't want to restart the mission or something like this. But, you know, if you can, you always want to try to apprehend them, because it just gives you more. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory, actually. I could use it just to make it a little more sparky, you know, shockers and stuff. But normally the way you'd play the game out is you'd use batons. Batons and skills. I had nothing interesting here. Let's use the baton. We have skills. And we have the freeze body. One of my favorite perks. It works the same way a baton would. It stuns the enemy for 1 turn and allows you the time to apprehend him. So we apprehended 1 guy for now. We're gonna attack this guy. So we're in cover from this person. And this one, we could use a baton, but for the lulz, we're just gonna use the shocker. It functions exactly the same way, but it stuns for 2 turns instead of 1. Okay, here, how do we handle this? Do we have a taser? That would make it easier. Normally, I would just move like this behind the car and wait for him to move backwards. What is the hit chance? Very high. Let's tase him. Normally you wouldn't. Taser stands for 3 turns. It's a very, very powerful. It's one of the most powerful tools you have in your inventory. But it's not something you want to use all the time, because especially in the early game, right? Later on you don't care as much, but in the early game you don't want to use it very often because it costs money. Every shot costs at least $100, so you don't really want to do that, because, you know, you just might as well just come closer and stun him with the baton. The taser allows you to do a better job because it stuns for from longer range, which is crazy, but you really are, you know, it's not the best way to use your supplies. There are situations when taser is indispensable, though. When you've got yourself into a mess, when you can't quickly reach the enemy, but you have to stop him right now. That's like, you know, in a situation like this, yeah, taser is the way to go. Taser is one of the best ways to do that, by the way. It's silent, and it's very, very effective in what it does. Another solution from range would be to use pepper spray, but it's almost point blank, so it sucks. And the other solution would be to use a stun grenade. So just for the... Yeah, no, I cannot do that. Yeah, honestly, just for the additional flashiness, let's go like this. Let's use the stun grenade. Stun this suspect. This will incapacitate him, but... Stun, and this guy is alerted. Perfect. How many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So within 7 squares he was alerted, this guy was not alerted. So let's do the following. Let's use Belmont, who's a good shot. We're going to shoot this guy. Oh, That's not a 100% chance to hit. So we're gonna use the aimed shot ability, very powerful one. Shot in the torso. Shots to the torso incapacitate the enemy, but do not immediately kill. Only shots to the head are resultant in immediate death. And this kid, we're just gonna spray like this. Right, and all we have to do now is just apprehend the, let's keep the turn, apprehend the last suspect, and that's good. There is no reason to apprehend, oh, they apprehend this one as well, because I flashed him. I just want to show off as much tools as I can, because they're fun as shit. But I never got to use them, because I was saving money all the time, until I had millions stashed in my offshore accounts, and I never actually seen how knife works until very, very late in the game, because, I mean, why would I use the knife? Knife is the same as baton, only it, you know, results in immediate death. And I think that's it, that's the last one. And this one will be evacuated, so he's not dead. Even though he's bleeding, he will be alright. The ambulance will save his ass. And there you go, baby, the first mission, the post office. There you go, 6 suspects. Okay, and I'm gonna stop on this. I'm gonna continue, try to pop maybe 2 of them a day. It's a good way to get back into things, and basically, I really like tactical missions in this game. They are a bit bare bones, to be honest, but if the developer decides to make the sandbox mod in the game the way they made in the This Is the Police 1, the first part of this game, maybe it's gonna be great, it's gonna be worthwhile, because I think they're really fun. A bit of random generation, a bit of randomization would do a lot of good here. Anyway, I'm gonna do a mission after mission and try to, maybe for those of you who are struggling with those missions would help you, but for those of you who don't struggle with them, it would be something to watch when you know, for you to decide if you want to play this game or not, or just, you know, watch some of my content also works. Anyway, whatever. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.